here, well, half a set of them anyway, and a wicked slice, and I mean, we closed it out, the match at Bandon, within 2 days. I personally haven't lost a match yet at this point in our trip. Spoiler alert, I didn't lose a match all week. And yeah, I mean, didn't embarrass myself, which was goal number one when we started this whole journey. So today's sheep ranch, we followed it up with Bandon. Didn't have any footage from Bandon. It was so windy in that afternoon, and as you know, after the first 18, I tend to get a little tuckered out after my lunch. But this was an interesting match because it was the first one all week. I got to play with Justin Parker, who is by far the best golfer in our group, and I really wanted to impress him. It was funny, it was like a lot of pressure because I really wanted to play well. And I did for the first part of this round, as you'll see, and then kind of towards the tail end as the wind picked up, things got away from me just a touch, but managed to post a pretty good score, and definitely I think did JP proud, my first round draft pick for the Bandon Bens. Yeah, so let's take a look. Like I said, no prettier first tee shot in the world than this shot here on Sheep Ranch, and put on a great swing. Got off to a great start with a beautiful little draw. Followed things up with a wonderful second shot here. Darn near holed a birdie putt on this first one, but it was coming a little quick, hit the flag stick and hopped out, but really was swinging the ball well, at least in the early part of this round before the wind picked up and got in my head. But really fun round. Couldn't have been a prettier day. For May in Oregon, probably rolling the dice in terms of what you get weather-wise, and all we had to deal with all week was some sunburns and a little windburn, but I'll take that 10 times out of 10. Next tee shot coming up, got one of all the boys we played with, starting with Mr. John Gemma, showing off that patented fade off to the right. It's a tough one in the wind with that cut, shall we say, but Parker here really came across on that one. Not his best work, but managed to be just fine. And then Dean put on that patented slow, beautiful swing where literally it's as if a baby has a ball in their arms and is trying to throw it really, really hard, but just doesn't have the strength nor muscle coordination yet. But a piercing blow here by our protagonist. This is a great tee shot. Ocean off to the right, small fairway, dogleg right, great drive by me. 2 out of 2 on this one, which is a nervy tee shot. And then here's Justin redeeming himself. There's that beautiful swing that we've all become accustomed to. Justin was well on his way to putting this match to sleep pretty early against Dean. But you'll see Dean here, another nice little shot from Mr. Consistency himself. He's got a nice little cut that he works pretty consistently. And then yours truly here. Wow, that's a really nice shot. Really nice shot. We were feeling good. Feeling really, really darn good. Got a couple good swings here. Gonna turn off my voice, I guess, for a little bit and just watch for a touch. I really thought I outdrove Justin on this one. It was a great shot. We walked up and sure enough he got me by about 15 yards, so it wasn't quite that close, but one of the better shots of the day and managed to follow it up. This is a really cool hole, uphill par 5. You have to put together 3 pretty good shots unless you're capable of hitting a 3-wood, which I'm not. But this is when the wind really started picking up and becoming a bit of an issue, and I just couldn't keep up with it mentally or physically. Started to fade a little bit down the stretch. With the round winding down and the wind picking up, put on one last good swing. Why don't I just turn off the music and the volume and let you guys get an experience and listen to the wind itself. Now, a couple things just in closing thoughts here. Number one, this was an absolute obliteration of Team Bushwood. And I think what I've discovered is that when you join a country club, not only do you get mentally weaker, but your game only becomes suited to that one course that you play every week, which I think is a very dangerous thing. I think Bushwood walked in with some artificially low handicaps. It could be because, you know, they all have vanity handicaps to impress their friends at their clubs, and, you know, or it could just be the fact that they really know how to read the greens on that one course that they play every week. But anyway you slice it, this was it. Bandon Bens had put this thing to bed before this match even started, even though it was for funsies. I believe, well, I know the Bandon Bens won every match except for Andy Hugan, who, by the way, was the only member of Team Bushwood who didn't belong to a country club, and incidentally the only member of Team Bushwood, I believe, to win a match all week. But yeah, so great round, and we'll see you next time. Can't wait to hear what Earl says.
Well, fellas, I could say it's been a month since the glorious episodes that started us off. I mean, a month ago, I only had 3 of these stars. We were still a whole 12 hours away from the part where I got the 4th star. See, this one is Ben, and this one is Dean, and this one is John and Dawson. This one's just Dawson. This one's Dean again. But then we still had 12 hours before I got the 4th star. The part where the Bandon Bens secured, cemented, if you will, their victory over the Bushwood Deans. It's a terrible name, the Bushwood Deans. Almost as bad as the performance of, well, pretty much everybody but Andy from that team. The only one who lived up to his salt. But, yeah, that was almost a month ago. Almost 27 hours after we'd started the Ryder Cup. Then when it ended, 27 hours later, I don't even think Ben had finished closing out his match yet. It was just such utter dominance the whole way through, and early finishes to the singles matches. I mean, Parker put Dean away despite like 100-foot putts in 13 holes? What was it? 6 and 4? Yeah, it was not pretty. 12 holes, I guess, none of them. Thinking about it, I mean, because we'll throw out the one that Dean got really lucky on. We won't count that. So yeah, no, I mean, a great time for Ben to take us back and relive what happened just a month ago. And I mean, perfect timing for me too, because, you know, just last weekend I beat the snot out of Ben, and I dropped my handicap 2.5 strokes for that. So, you know, I'm still not at an all-time low. I'm gonna say that maybe John Glasgow was onto something, but yeah, no, I just want to thank Ben again for this sheep ranch trip down memory lane. Warm, pleasant memories for the Bandon Bens, of course. Oh, wait. If you listen closely, Gogan just missed another 3-foot putt. It's true. It just happened right now. So, I'll see you all down the road.